bunch of cop cruisers going to the building next to mine. It's like an older person's home, like I don't know. It's not like assisted living, but it's like a lot of older people and what is it? Help me. You can't help me. Disabled people. And the 3 cops cruisers went by, and every time one went by me, they would stop and just look at me. Maybe I fit the description of something, but I don't know. I like to see that fucking description. I guess from a distance, I look like, you know, you're any other average homeless dude here. Most of the homeless guys here are roughly my age. They're usually white, and there's a lot of tattoos too as well. They're jail tattoos. Now my work was done mainly in the 1990s. And back then, I mean, the first stuff I started getting was 94 or 93. And no one really understood what the fuck I was doing. I mean, I really didn't need it. I had a friend of mine that had a tattoo shop that I met at one of my comic stores. And he was like, yeah, I run a tattoo shop. Why don't you come up sometime? I'm like, oh, that's cool. But like at this time, the only people with tattoos were sailors and Bon Scott. So when I first started getting them, no one knew what I was doing. Like, what are you doing? Tattoos. Like, tattoos? Yeah. And I get real dumb stuff. Like, I just got whatever. Yeah, I was like, literally comic book stuff. Like, Death from Sandman. I got like a traditional Chinese dragon that starts here at my forearm or wrist. I know anatomy. And it goes up around my shoulder. But I just got a bunch of random stuff. But when I got it done, tattooing was kind of in its infancy as far as a mainstream thing. And a lot of the line work is very dark. It's a lot of color, but it's not heavy-handed. He's really good. It's just that tattooing technology in the past, 30 years has improved to the point where most of what I have looks like it could be jail work. In fact, I've had many people ask me, oh, did you get that inside or outside? I'm like, no, they're old, man. I mean, they don't look bad. They have a different aesthetic to it. It just has like sort of a jail aesthetic, the way it's placed. These days, it's like there's been a lot of work so people see how they have a lot to go by. There's like a roadmap. Okay, I want this kind of thing. They plan out larger pieces long in advance, where I was just doing one thing and then adding a separate thing, and then when I get a chance to add another thing, kind of like someone might do if they were in jail. I'm sorry, I'll get through here. Yeah, people are crazy. They just they don't understand that. Well, I think it's a physics issue. It's like, well, we're both pretty solid. I'm a solid person here, and I take up X amount of space, and you'd like that same space for yourself, but that's where we're at cross purposes, because we can't be in the same space at the same time. Yeah, imagine trying to explain it to someone. I guess when you're on vacation, you leave your brain at home or something. It's a lot of lack of awareness type of stuff. But it has to be because it's a vacation spot, I'm sure. Because it's not the amount of people, because I've been in, plenty of major cities where you have a lot of people milling around, and you don't have nearly the kind of trouble that you have here. And a lot of times too, like, sometimes the behavior is kind of so unbelievable that when I'm in the moment, I'm just like, is this fucking idiot really doing this, So it's hard that you can't adjust quick enough. A lot of times I'll go home and tell the missus, like, yeah, this fucking lady, I was trying to do this, and she's like, fucking stupid, why don't you tell them this? Like, because when it's happening, I can't believe it. You know? I mean, I know it's, this place gets kind of a bad rap for, you know, the IQ thing or whatever, but I don't think it's that. And I don't think the IQ thing really matters much here because these are all, most of the people you see here are just tourists. Like they're in and out, you know, they don't stay. It's a very transient population. So I don't think it's any kind of indictment of anyone from Hawaii or that lived here their whole life. You know, my wife lived here her whole life, and you know, she's pretty sharp. All the people I know that are from here, that lived here, people on the other side of my family, they're all pretty with it. So I think it's a it's more a tourist thing, and as far as the larger island, it's more a poverty thing. You know, when they whenever the beast comes into an area and takes an area from someone, you'll notice the indigenous people will always be knocked down to occupy the lowest rung economically in that society, because they are viewed by the beast, by the conquerors, as the conquered. And so what they have to do then is they have to put them in a certain place to show that they are the conquered. You see that everywhere. I mean, in America we got American Indians on closed down reservations. If they could have done that to these people, they probably would have. But I think it would have been logistically too hard to do. So they were spared that. But yeah, so I think that's also probably why the cops always look at me, because I look like someone that would be up to no good. Or as my friend John says, I look like a psycho. I don't think so. I don't know, whatever. What are you gonna do? There's only so much you can do, like dress-wise. You know, I can't really get too flashy here because it's too fucking hot. I was talking the other day about those kids. I see a lot of kids here wearing hip-hop fashion. The big coats, like winter kind of hoodies. I saw a gang of young kids dressed like that the other day, in the middle of the day. It's 85 here on average, you know, every day, and usually upwards, you know, with the sun, you know. But I understand the commitment to a visual aesthetic. You know, I got the same thing going in a much different way. But it's got to be hot. I know it's the fashion, but the reason Jay-Z dresses like that is because it's fucking 30 degrees in Brooklyn. I mean, I'm sure it looks cool too, but that's not, he's not doing that to look cool. He does it to keep warm first, and then he looks cool after. I don't know. Back here up on the strip, see if there's anything going on. Maybe catch a demon, because I kind of pushed out on the last one. Well, I didn't push. I didn't know. I didn't realize it until later. Oh, badass coming through. Everybody look out. He's going to take your lunch money. A lot of people out here for a night. Yeah, it's that night of the week, you know. It's one of those nights where you know, like how it is every day, you know. Yeah, when you make your own hours, you have no idea what time it is. And when you work from home, too, it's like, you're fucked. I think everybody got a taste of that probably within the past couple of years with the lockdowns. I think that's probably why you're seeing that surge in people who don't want to return to the workplace. And I think it's probably better for companies too, because why rent a big, office area in downtown wherever when you can have the same productivity from home? Or it creates a whole different dynamic, and what it does psychologically on a social level, that's hard to calculate something like that, but it definitely, I would think, saves a company money. And since bottom line is really what they're looking at, I haven't really followed how that kind of happened. I know in the tech sector, working in a building, well, it's kind of like, why are you even there? I was watching a video on this a video. This guy was doing a YouTube video on a TikTok creator, and I think she was working for Google, I think, and she was going through her day, and it's basically just a series of like different little pit stops through the building to have some kind of organic juice or vegan something or other. It's fucking bizarre. I probably won't be able to find it, but I'll look for it. And if I can find it, I'll link it, because it's kind of amazing. Like the work day of this woman. Like she wakes up, she gets there. It's a beautiful building, And the first thing they have is a station with like some kind of juice. I don't know what the fuck it is. Avocado, wheatgrass, vegan, tiesto, something or other. Oh, why's my man over here? He's not usually over here. Get some money out for him. Yeah, and then she goes from there to like some meeting where they watch people singing. Sorry, hold on. And then from there they go to like a lunch and have some other kind of crazy vegan thing. Hey, how you doing, Joe? So they go from there till after watching this video, they go to lunch. Then after lunch, it shows her going up to this other like room to just sit in, and all along the way there's these little vegan and like health kind of drinks or juices, or these little pit stops where they're preparing pits. It's like being at a spa. Oh, and they give me these towels, like avocado towels or something, that they had, the steam towels. It's like being in a hotel here or something. And then like she starts talking about the stress of work. It's like, lady, try working in a warehouse, Actually, that's bullshit. I used to love working in a warehouse. Warehouse is a great place to work if you want to. I mean, it's a bit of work, but you can hang around and take plant medicine all day. Even better if you can get an office job for the warehouse. That's even less. How's it going, my man? Good to see you. Oh, good enough, man. Yeah, I'll talk to you. I'll see you next time. I don't have anything right now. All right, have a good night. I was just looking for plant medicine. He was looking for plant medicine. I don't know why. I don't know why I said I don't have anything right now, as if I usually have it or something. Even if I had anything to sell, like by way of plant medicine or any illegal contraband, I always end up giving it away. I'm not good like that. I'd be a terrible dealer. Back in my younger, crazier days, yeah, why would I talk about that? I gotta watch myself sometimes. I don't know what the statute of limitations is on some of this stuff. I've never been in trouble. I've never even been arrested. Never been arrested. I think the most legal trouble I've ever gotten in, shit, was maybe like some kind of ticket, like or not having my insurance. I had to go to court once for not having my insurance, but I went in there and I didn't even have to address the judge. It got thrown out for some reason. I forget what it was. Oh yeah, I know what it was. It was my dad. It was my dad. My dad got thrown out. Yeah. That's called extra privilege. That's called extra privilege. Pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. But also, like, I've always I've stayed out of trouble. I see it coming. Like, even when I'm in a situation, and trust me, man, like the fucking 90s, it was like that. Like Iggy Pop used to describe the 80s as being in someone else's car, doing something illegal, coming from doing something illegal, going to do something illegal, with illegal things happening all around me. I mean, I don't want to say I had a charmed kind of situation, but I'm very lucky God was looking out for me. God had other plans. And I guess this is it. Walk around bubbling into my phone and posting it on YouTube. Don't blame the teacher, blame the school.